FuzzJockRadio International Conglomeration Enterprises in association with FuzzJockRadio Productions does not endorse, approve, or have insider knowledge about sports betting, or any beneficial knowledge whatsoever. FuzzJock cannot be held responsible for personal decisions made up to and including sports betting, alcoholism, pregnancy, and or stock choices. Listening to FuzzJock Radio has been found to cause cancer in the state of California. Side effects include mood swings, hot flashes, cold flashes, and dizziness. If listening to FuzzJock Radio for more than 4 hours, please consult with a mortician. FuzzJock Radio is proudly produced by prison labor in the People's Republic of Transnistria.
Отправьте помощь, оказавшись в ловушке в студии подкастов.
FuzzJock Radio.
The nerves is where it's at.
Kevin, looks like you hit the mute button on accident. Yeah, just lost you. Go ahead.
Said I was muted by the moderator, so whoever did that probably didn't like some of the things I was saying. But, yeah, just
FuzzJock Radio.
Yeah.
Fuzzy looks like you're muted by the moderator.
Yeah. No, don't say that. I'm not muted. But otherwise, it might muted. It'll scare me a little bit.
Help me, I'm muted.
Okay, settle down.
I'm muted. You can't hear me.
A lot to get to. Not a lot of sports has happened, but we have a lot to get to. So please settle down. Oh man, figure it out. Yeah, that's your seat over there. Hi. Yeah, I told you that your seat is over there. Come on. Oh, man, family, I tell you what. Hey guys.
Hi.
We are FuzzJock Radio. And I am one of your hosts. My name is Fuzzy.
He is Fuzzy.
We have another host to my left, and their name is...
I am J-Man.
And we have a host all the way out in California, LA, and their name is...
C-Dubs.
I'm sorry that I doxed you, C-Dubs.
Oh.
You know, I never really thought of that. I'm telling everybody exactly where our locations are.
Yeah.
And we're not supposed to do that on the internet. So anybody that's
Everyone
listening...
knows that I'm to the left of Fuzzy.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Forget about it, everybody. Yeah. Just forget. Wipe your brain. You know, did you know that anything that you put on the internet will stay on the internet forever? Yes. I learned that in 7th grade media comms class or something like that, that anything that you put up on the internet stays on the internet forever.
It ends up etched in stone.
However,
in the annals
anything that you put in your brain can easily be wiped away. By
toilet paper.
A bunch of different means. I'm not going to exactly say how. You can
like
wipe
a neuralizer, like the Men in Black use.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's a good way to wipe your brain. Please just forget where we're at. Okay, we got a lot of stuff to go over, guys.
Let's do it.
And this is episode 2 of season 9.
Whoa.
And
I love that.
You love that?
Those are some great numbers.
Those are two
9
good numbers.
9's cool number.
2's
2
right there.
Yeah, great number.
2's always better than 1.
Sometimes. Yeah. Now if you're going for the loneliest number award.
Yeah, I suppose. Well, 0 is pretty lowly too.
No, it's not.
Hey, did you ever?
It encompasses everything.
Did we talk about 0 before? Have we talked about 0?
At great length.
Oh, I'm really worried about.
We did like
how we don't know exactly what 0 is.
Month-long special on the number 0.
Oh yeah, that's right. C-Dubs.
Hey.
Well, it depends too on which way you're going with 0, because we could also talk about the quantum element of what 0 means.
Quantum zeros.
Exactly. I mean, everyone knows that.
I know of
because binary is 0 and 1, so 0 is 0, 1 is 1. But in quantum world, there's off 0 and on 0, and on 1 and off 1. So there's technically 3 options for each one of them.
Okay. Yeah, but everyone knows that.
Yeah, everyone. We don't need to get over it.
That's how it can compute faster if they use a quantum computer.
We don't need to explain that to the audience.
No, everyone already knows.
That's just general knowledge. But we are not a quantum physics, quantum numerology, fuzzy.
Well, we are
podcast.
Quantum physicists. We are not holding a quantum.
It's not a quantum.
We're just quantum physicists who are sports hobbyists. So that's why we do a sports hobbyist.
That usually tells the truth all the time. kinda,
Always.
right? Yeah.
Quantumly.
Guess we'll go. Oh shoot! Oh no!
Let's do it.
I was gonna show you
Hey.
guys something that I found, and I almost forgot where it was, but I found it. Rewind. I found the rewind button. Last week we didn't have it, and I have it now. And we are rewinding back to this is FuzzJockRadio. I am one of your hosts, or Hess, actually. My name's Fuzzy. We have
I'm
James
Jameis.
to my right.
Or anywhere.
And we have
be anywhere.
C-Dubs in
Somewhere.
New York.
Yeah.
The internet.
The internet. And we are FuzzJockRadio. This is season 9, episode 2. We are a sports podcast, not a quantum podcast. If you want to find our quantum podcast, make sure to go to the site that is not fuzztalkradio.com. What is the quantum
You'll have to
version
go
of
to our
fuzztalkradio.com?
parallel dimension website.
Which I don't know how to get there yet.
Yeah.
So there's that. We have a lot to get to, guys, tonight. There's a lot of sports news, even though sports didn't happen this last week.
Some of it did.
Did it?
I mean, kind of. There was some sports. Not a whole.
I didn't really
I mean,
I didn't
no
pay
one,
attention.
not a whole lot of people played that much sports this week. But
I don't
like,
think there
some
was
did.
any.
No, some of them did, but not a whole lot.
Just a
Hardly
little.
anyone played any sports this week, but a
Okay.
few did.
Okay.
Wait.
What?
I think there was actually more sports than normally between a 1 week period for us. But yeah, but in reality, no one played sports.
Well, yeah. In quantum realities.
There you go.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so yeah, like I said, there's a lot to get to, even though there's not any sports this last week. So to get the ball rolling in this podcast, if you will, if you want to call this a podcast, I don't know if I would. We usually start off with.
Podcast is doing a lot of heavy lifting there.
I mean, seriously, do other podcasts do that much heavy lifting? I mean, we moved a couple chairs.
Weightlifting podcasts certainly do.
Well,
Do they even lift,
you're
bro?
right. I mean, there's a podcast for everything, right? That's what they say.
Yes.
That's what they say in that commercial. There's a commercial that says that, and
We are living proof of it.
yeah.
Quantum physicists talking sports. I mean, come on, podcast for
Ooh,
everything.
oh boy. Yeah, we're just firing on all cylinders tonight. Cinder blocks.
We're firing on all cinder blocks.
Yeah. This we have a lot to get to. I'm just telling you. A lot to get to.
Eventually, we will prove that.
Before we get to the sports, normally we like to start off with talking about how our week was. How have you been, James?
Baseball is fungus again. No way.
James, how was your week?
Oh, man,
you
the
can tell
week-
the truth. You don't have to tell the truth. So help you
I
God.
spent the week just telling the truth. You know, I'd go around just saying truthful things, observing truth, questioning the truth sometimes. No, it was pretty. I don't know. It was kind of the hustle bustle of the start of the school year. Still, yeah.
Sure.
I just
Got that
watched
kid.
I tried to keep track of all the sports, while being a dad, which I'm great at. So,
You're a fantastic dad.
so sometimes the I mean, yeah, I don't have to say it, right? Yeah.
You got a lot going on.
Yeah,
That's what you got to say. You're being a dad.
I
You got things going on.
I say
and,
things.
Playing video
Yeah,
games.
I'm
and,
telling the truth.
taking the kid to the schools and
Yeah.
doing all that stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
I asked him to tell the truth.
C-Dubs. Should we move on to C-Dubs?
We just, I mean,
I
how
like, that's a
so
lot.
much. There's a lot of
Jameis.
truth.
Yeah.
There's a lot of truth to that.
Yeah. It's a lot. I like it.
Okay.
C-Dubs. How's your
Truth
week?
in words.
Yeah, lots of
Truth in
truth.
words. My week was all right. I mean, dealing with the sinus stuff still, but that's fine. I can get through that. I went and saw a band that I haven't seen in years that
What-
I absolutely love called Foxy Shazam.
Oh,
Hey-o.
there. Yeah.
Dab.
Shout out.
It was so. It's funny because going to the show, me and my friend were already talking about it. It was like we were going in a time machine because the headliner was Head Automatica, who also hasn't played in forever. So we're like, man, it's like we're going back into 2008. Then we get to the venue, And as we're walking to the bar to get some waters, someone jumps in front of me, and it's someone from the music scene that I knew from Minneapolis back in 2008.
Wow.
And like, they were traveling to see the show.
I just got
And
out of my
another
time
person I
machine,
knew from the
guys.
same era
Who was that?
was there too. And Molly Nee.
Oh,
She's
shout out. She didn't have to say
sister
the
of
last name,
Cass Nee, who is the bass player of SMB, Mechanical Brain.
but- Oh yeah.
Monkey Boner.
Shout out.
And then one of the members of the Men Who Control the Weather, a band I used to play with, was there too. And the other people, it was like, whoa, did I actually go in a real time machine?
So
And the show was great. It was like they'd never aged 1 second. It was amazing.
And you handed out a bunch of flyers for FuzzJockRadio.
Yes, I did.
Sweet. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Good for you.
And then I even took interviews that were playing at the end of the episode about their takes on sports. Wink, wink, look around, wink, wink.
I don't do that. Because
I also had a nice gathering of like a sing along with some friends, and that was neat. I didn't stay too long, but it was nice to just see people and have conversations, you know?
Yeah. It sounds like a hippy dippy time over in LA.
Yeah.
That's us.
Yeah, Mr. Hippy Dippy.
Hippy dippies.
I
Fuzzy, how was your week?
J-Maz, what's up?
What's
going on?
I got these friends. They'll be like, "Don't talk to J-Mez about sports. He's gonna use it for content. They can pay you for your opinion."
Is that happening?
Oh man, people are telling me that all the time.
Oh man,
I'm like, geez,
because I bet they're expecting money if they're going to talk to you about sports. Because oh boy,
I think they just want to be influenced.
How's that headphones doing for you?
Head food?
Yeah. Is it working?
It's so cool.
How's your headspace?
Okay. Yeah, I can see how that can become a problem, J-Mez.
Yeah.
Friends of J-Mez, please talk to him about sports.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take your opinions.
I was gonna say we have some extra content to use.
Yeah.
But we won't use your content if you tell J-Mez.
Yeah.
Oh man, J-Mez.
And if we do, we'll say your name.
Yeah, why not? Would you would at least like shout him out, right?
I don't know.
Or no, well,
they might ask for money for that.
Yeah, I know, right?
He might at least shout at them.
Stop asking me for money.
Stop asking J-Mez for money. Okay, so
tell me about you, Fuzzy.
I think that's a new slogan. I'm making slogans. Stop asking J-Mez for money. Do you like that slogan, J-Mez?
That's so good.
Okay. I got a notebook. I don't know if you guys heard. Throughout the seasons of FuzzJockRadio, I would talk about having a notebook and always losing it, but I never actually had a notebook. Now I have a notebook, and I write things down in it. And it's great, because I want to just keep things moving on.
I love writing
and,
stuff.
And doing things. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Are you guys ready?
Let's do it.
Are you guys ready for the show?
Let's
Sports on three.
Roulette this shit.
Yeah, let's do this. Okay, ready? I got the buttons here. That worked. Look at that. What sport do you think is going to come up first?
Baseball is fun again in Minnesota.
Baseball is fun again in Minnesota. We are getting to the end of the season of baseball, so I thought that, well, I didn't think the roulette decided that we probably should talk about baseball first, even though that Monday Night Football game just got done. Baseball.
Which one?
Baseball also just got done.
Let's start off with the Dodgers.
You heard about them?
Yeah.
That's a team.
Yeah. C-Dubs, how's your Dodgers doing?
They're doing all right.
Well,
how are they doing,
the
bud?
Dodgers were able to clinch the division this last weekend, and they did it in one day, even though their magic number was 2.
Okay, that's what was that their magic number last week? Was 2?
4.
Last week was 4. Okay, so audience members, the Dodgers went down from 4 to number 2,
and in one day reduced that 2 to nothing.
0.
To 0, and they clinched the playoffs. And clinching the playoffs means,
well, specifically their division, which is the 10th division victory in 11 years.
I got it wrong.
Yeah,
they
both. Stand tall. Yeah. They've got a dynasty, as it were, on the NL West.
The National League.
Western Division.
Western Division. So they're going to the playoffs, is what you're saying.
Yep.
And
They're excited. They did the champagne thing and poured it all over each other.
That's weird that they do that. Do you
Yeah,
know where
For every victory,
Do you
for every
know-
advancement, they do it.
Do you know where that came from? We should look that up one of these days. We don't need to look it up
It'd
now.
be fun to know the history of.
Maybe that will be a Fuzz Jock Radio question of the week or fuzzy memory.
Yeah.
I don't know how true this is, but I've heard that. At least what I heard was that the idea of wearing the coat, like the coverings that make you not get disgusting and wet in the locker or when they're doing the celebration, came from a Dodger reporter putting on a raincoat once.
Oh.
And then other people were like, "Oh, I should do that too."
So that's why they do that, and when other
Like the non-players do, yeah.
In
'Cause
other,
it is smart to do, but it took, I guess, a Dodger reporter to be like, "I don't want to get gross. I'm going to put."
In other locker rooms, other than the Dodgers, they do that, and that's just because of a Dodger reporter. That's pretty.
I guess he was the first one to do it, and everyone followed his lead.
Man, the LA and the Dodgers, they do a lot of stuff first.
Yeah, let other people do some stuff first for once.
Yeah.
So they clinched. So another first was that they clinched the division, and the Twins haven't yet.
No, but the Braves did quicker than the Dodgers this year.
Okay.
Yes,
I was trying to transition to the Twins. We're not going to talk about the Braves.
The Twins.
The Braves, though, if you want to talk about the Braves, are, I think, within 18 or 19 home runs of that all-time season home run record.
Whoa.
Yeah,
the Twins.
For the Bomba Squad.
The Bomba Squad got.
Yep.
2019.
And I think that's like in 12 games, the guy get 19 home runs or something.
That's not
Oof.
tough. Oh boy,
So
our record might
it's
be coming
looking-
down.
Yeah, these things come and go. But if they do it, man, good on Eddie Rosario, Bomba Squad legend, to be part of that record twice.
Oh, he's on the Braves.
Yeah, he's on the Braves.
Yep.
And
I don't know
And
that
he was
he's-
on the Twins when they got the Twins record.
I'm sure he's
Is that what you're saying?
contributed a great amount to those home runs, as much as the other Braves here.
Did he?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think 50-something of them are one player.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is it
Matt
Acuna?
Olson.
No, Matt Olson. Okay,
Okay.
but that's the Braves,
that's the Braves.
and they could
and they
see
clinched
a
the division.
rematch of '91 with a Twins Braves World Series.
Oh, whoa. If the Twins clinch the division like the Braves did, and
Which
they haven't
should.
yet,
Yeah,
and they
it's
are current, but unlike last week, they have a number now. They have a magic number,
It's magical.
and that magic number is
their magical number is 5.
5. So they need 5 more wins,
Or Cleveland to lose 5 times.
or Cleveland to lose 5
Or
times,
Detroit.
or Detroit,
Or both.
or
Yeah.
both. What if Cleveland loses 2 and Detroit loses 3?
I don't know.
Well, that
Then we'd
equals
need
5.
only 3.
Then we'd. But that
Yeah.
equals 5.
But how many did we win then?
6.
They need victories
If
from
we
us.
win 6, then it doesn't matter how many.
What
they
if we
lose.
won 0?
If we won 0, then we would suck.
But that could happen.
Yeah, we could lose the division.
Out of how
if
many?
we,
Out of how many games?
if
How
if-
many games are left?
If Cleveland or Detroit won the rest of their games straight up, and we lost the rest of our games straight up, we would not go to the playoffs.
Okay. How about if Cleveland loses 3 and Detroit loses 2 and we win 0?
We go to the
There's
playoffs.
still more games need to be
That's
played.
a
then.
lot of numbers. So we are our magic number is number 5.
Yeah, it's a good
That's
number.
a good number.
We're pretty
That's a good number.
I mean, we didn't win our series opener with the Reds today, unfortunately. But
Do we know how many games we have left? How many
we're
games out
down
of
to like the
5?
last 12, 11. I
So
think
like
we got 11
half-
games left.
Half our games we need to win.
Yeah, 2 weeks left of the season.
Okay.
But
Now-
I mean, apart from absolute disasters, which can happen, the Twins should be going to the playoffs, and we should be getting the old October baseball.
Yep.
So that's
And
cool.
I think with Cleveland too. I mean, there is a good chance we'll clinch before we win 5 games, because as long as Cleveland's losing while we're winning, it doubles the number. It's two games.
Yeah, like
That's how
we
the
didn't
Dodgers
win.
clinched.
We didn't win, but our numbers still went down thanks to the guards.
Okay.
Because the guards lost.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's how the Dodgers were able to clinch, even though they had their number was 2. They won a game, and then the Diamondbacks lost a game. So then two went down to 0 instantly.
Interesting.
So
So by
Twins
the
got a
time,
good chance.
by this time next week, we should know.
Yeah, I'd hope so. Next week,
Yeah, I'd
next
hope so, too.
episode, we should be able to say that the Twins are looking at October baseball.
Okay.
And with that, in playoff baseball, we get expanded rosters.
We need expanded rosters because we have a bunch of people going to rehab.
Yeah, you remember Nick Gordon?
Yeah, I remember Flash Gordon. Like, he's really fast and likes to steal those bases.
Brock Stewart, Beef Stew, they call him. Remember him?
No.
Great success in the bullpen. You remember?
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Jorge Alcala.
Yep. Alcala.
Alcala. Joey Gallo.
Joey Gallo, my buddy.
Yeah.
What's going on with him?
Well, he's got a little hurt.
Oh.
But all of those players
Oh,
we
yeah, that's right.
mentioned-
We're talking about rehab, right?
Yeah, all those players that you mentioned have started their rehab assignment with AAA St. Paul.
Does that mean that they're going to be coming back for the playoffs?
I'm going to say at least 2 of those names will be on our October roster.
Gallo and Gordon.
I'm going to say Gallo and Stewart.
Okay. I can take that. I'll take that, C-Dubs.
I'll take it too.
Take
I'll
it.
run to
Take
the
it
bank
where
with it.
you want to.
And in the notes here, I see a DFA'd with the player's name by it. What's that player's name? And what does DFA'd mean?
Designated free agent.
Designated free agent.
What
Not
is
really.
it?
Designated for assignment.
What does that mean?
Oh, for assignment. Oh,
Yeah.
What does that
It
mean?
means they're like let go. Or no, they have an assignment. So like
they're
they're kind
designated
of
for
a
an
free
assignment.
like they can take their assignment
Okay.
and stay in the organization, but during that time other teams can sign them.
And who is this?
Jordan Luplow.
Oh, who's that?
Luplow.
What does he do? What assignment?
He
does he do?
was a outfield call up from the Saints.
Okay.
To kind of cover left-handed pitching.
Okay.
He did decent, not horrible.
So you said something about expanded roster.
Yeah.
What does that mean? And what does that entail? The C-Dubs
means-
and J-Mez, you...
Well,
So,
the rosters.
expand the rosters
Yeah.
for the postseason because they want to make sure that because you have a specific set amount of games you got to play, sometimes 5 or whatever. So they want to make sure you have enough people with you, so you don't have to call up, call down,
Okay.
do all that stuff in your one matchup.
Okay, so like how many expanded roster? You're talking about like adding players to the current roster. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
You know, how
to
and
the
how many?
maximum allowed.
Maximum
so
allowed.
what is it? 26, and then sometime after the trade deadline, I think in August it goes up. They're given one. They go to 27 or 28.
Yeah, and they get one more. Yep.
Or something, and then it goes to 32 for the playoffs, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And mostly teams stick it with pitchers.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of times,
Load
but
up on all pitchers.
you can add to the bench too, depending on your needs.
Yeah,
Okay.
depending on your needs. Yep. But
Okay.
so.
What do you need?
But it's mostly because, and people usually try to figure out, they're like, why do you do that? And it's just because they don't want to have to fly someone in or out because of an injury or random thing happening. They want to already have the person in the facility with you.
Okay. Yeah, I mean they want to be like, okay, this is the team that goes to the World Series, and we can write down everybody's name that was part of this team,
Yeah, so you have your team,
right?
and
And then you don't have to
a
worry
good
about
amount
people.
of just
Well, look, I was on the team a week, like the first playoff game, and then the second playoff game. You were like, who gets to?
Well, actually, they do. Yeah, they do that. They switch in between, but you want that final roster to be all your best guys at the end there.
yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah,
Anything else, baseball guys?
all the baseball.
Otani.
Otani, what about what's going on with Otani? Is he still on the Padres?
Yeah. Well,
Angels,
the
but,
Angels.
He's, I guess,
How are
they shut him down for the season because of an oblique injury.
Yeah, there's an injury.
he's hurt. Otani's hurt.
Well, he was already hurt for his elbow. So
Oh,
now
I didn't know
he's
that.
fully
We didn't-
hurt.
Huh. Poor
And, or I don't even know how bad the oblique really is. I think they just wanted to like let him
guy. And
not have
Ohtani,
to worry about playing.
just to remind the audience, is the Babe Ruth of
He's
baseball.
a literal god of baseball.
He's
the-
better than Babe Ruth, yeah.
Way better than Babe Ruth. When people talk about the god of baseball, they don't talk about Babe Ruth anymore. They talk about Ohtani.
Yeah. He's like 19
Yep.
Babe Ruths just in
Pitching,
one of his limbs.
excels at pitching and excels at hitting
Mm-hmm.
and base running and everything, right?
He's the whole package.
So,
But
so yeah, he's done. He's
He's
hurt. He's done. He's got an elbow injury. He's got an oblique injury. Like
There's
that's
2
it.
weeks left of the season. The team isn't competing for the playoffs.
Oh, the Angels are not going into the playoffs.
No, yeah.
They don't have a
No.
magic number.
No.
And they won't get one.
Their magic number is
Nope.
E.
What if Detroit loses 2 games and Houston loses 3?
Does the Angels still
Well,
have the
Angels
magic
still not-
number? It's gonna be
No.
E.
Okay.
Limited.
Well,
But Ohtani, here's the
Okay.
thing though. So
Okay.
Ohtani, instead of just being like, okay, I'm done for the season, I'll go to rehab and sit with the team, he went to the Angels organization. He cleared out his locker, like emptied it, which you're not supposed to do till the end of the season. And he got on a plane. He went home. He's in Japan right now. He's not with the Angels at all.
Well-
so he's ready for next season.
yeah. I mean, he must have. But they must give him the clear. Like he's like, my doctor's in Japan. Like, let me do my rehab at
Maybe.
home, right?
Or maybe he was just like,
And why would he want to leave
dang,
anything in his
what
locker
a
if he's going
waste
home?
of a frickin' sports organization for all my
Right?
talent.
Oh, you're
And-
taking it that
and
way.
this is
Oh.
such a pitiful excuse of
Yep.
ownership here.
Do you think he has?
I am way better than anyone leading this organization. I will do exactly as I please and peace out.
Seriously,
See ya, Angels.
Are other people taking it this way?
See me
Yes.
against your team, if ever.
Wow, really?
I'm
Oh.
sure. I mean,
Huh.
People
he's
take
not
it as
gonna,
a
he's
big
not gonna
F
say
you to
it.
the
He's not gonna
Angels.
say it, but
Big F you to the Angels, huh?
dude, they deserve it. I mean, they did
Did-
nothing with having the generational talent of a lifetime.
And he is
And Trout.
Yes.
and Trout, and he is up for re-signing to a different team next year, or is he on the Angels
Free
again?
agent.
He's a free agent this postseason, huh? Do you think he already knows where he's going?
I hope he knows he's going to
Oh,
LA
hey.
again.
I
Yeah.
suppose that's a good. Here, ready?
The Dodgers are just gonna give him all the money.
Ready?
We all know what that sound means, or what this jingle is. It's time for the
Fuzz question of the week.
The fuzz question of the week is when I ask the Hess a question, and they answer that question with an answer, and then we just move on. We don't discuss why they think that answer is correct or not, and we don't discuss it. We just move on. And the fuzz question of the week this week is: do you think that Ohtani already knows who he's signing with? Seat ups.
Yes.
And James.
No.
Fuzz question of the week.
That was a good fuzz question.
How would
of
he
the week.
know that?
My fuzz question of the week was going to be something else, but we'll
If
save
the-
that
if-
for next week.
If the Dodgers dynasty gets Ohtani and Trout, it's gonna be so unfairly OP.
Is Trout up for
That's gonna
signage
be that's
too?
gonna be busted and broken, and they'll have to be banned from the league.
Yeah. The Angels have actually, for the first time ever, said they're open to trading Trout. They've never said that before, and now they
Wow.
did. So they're ready to burn the team to the ground.
Wow. Okay. That's big news. Okay. I think we should probably move on, huh?
Let's do another sport.
Oh,
what?
Congratulations, Rocco Baldelli.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Manager
Rocco,
of the
congrats.
Twins, now managing some Twins at home. with
Rocco
his-
had some twins.
wife.
Or no, well, his wife had some twins.
Yep.
And congratulations to Rocco and his wife.
Yeah.
For
Twinsing it up.
the wife and Rocco, I should say.
Yeah,
They're
getting-
twinning.
They're twinning it up with the twins.
Twinsing all the twins.
And
So,
then they're going to win the World Series.
for the Twins.
For the Twins.
Twinsing twinsins.
thing is like that. You know?
Well, I see the roulette's all about NFL this week. Wild training camp is
heard about
commencing soon? Commencing tomorrow, I think. And then
it's going,
it's happening.
They're going on, and they're gonna have their preseason games this next week.
Depending on ready for the spiel? Depending on when you are listening to FuzzJock Radio, the preseason and training camp might have already started, might have ended, or might begin next week. It all depends on when you listen to this episode. Can you imagine if somebody listens to this episode next year and then they think that we're talking about next year's season instead of this year's? And good way to time travel. Hint, hint.
My favorite way to time travel.
Training camp is starting soon, or has already started. Any news out of training camp yet? Do we have any breaking news or anything like that?
They signed people, so many.
Yeah, all the people.
They have a full team of signings to complete a hockey team.
Especially goalie.
Yeah. There's Gustafsson. He's a local guy. Made his debut in the playoffs. He was one of those, I bet. They got the signings.
Okay.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, what is it?
We're not having another one.
I know what that
No, we're not having another one. I'll
means.
just... I pushed the wrong button, guys. I was trying to push this button. Breaking news. The season opener is Friday, the 22nd.
No, preseason.
For preseason.
Preseason. Preseason starts Friday the 22nd. That's not really breaking news, I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we move on?
Let's move it.
Football.
I like to move it.
Football. It's Monday night. It's gotta be football. Right?
FuzzJock Radio.
Football. Oh, it's basketball.
Basketball, gimme
Whoa.
the ball because I'm gonna dunk it. Basketball, gimme the ball because I'm gonna dunk it. Basketball, gimme the ball because I'm gonna dunk it.
Basketball.
Yeah.
The Wolves. Breaking news.
FuzzJock Radio.
The Wolves are 0-0.
So that's better than the Vikings.
Way better than the Vikings. Because the Vikings have a losing record.
Yeah.
And
The Wolves,
the Wolves
do
are
not.
a tied record.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Good job, Wolves.
You know who else has a tied record
Yes.
in the playoffs right now?
Yeah.
Who's in the playoffs right now?
I do.
Who's that?
The Lynx.
Yeah. The Lynx are currently 1-1 in the playoffs. Their next game is tomorrow. Wednesday.
Tomorrow, the Wednesday.
Yeah, tomorrow. I mean, if you're listening on Tuesday, then it's tomorrow. If you're listening tonight on Monday night podcast, FuzzJockRadio.com or FuzzTalkRadio.com at 10:30 p.m. CT.
Wednesday of tomorrow.
You can. What am I saying?
Every day.
Tomorrow's tomorrow.
If you want to support Fuzz Talk Radio or
Just go to
FuzzJock Radio, go to
FuzzTalkRadio.com.
FuzzTalkRadio.com or FuzzTalkShop.com and buy a T-shirt. You don't have to though. But we were talking about the Lynx, and they are currently in the playoffs, 1-1.
Yeah. They can do it. Tomorrow.
Or Wednesday.
Wednesday on the
Which is Wednesday.
Which is Wednesday.
Yeah.
So make sure to tune in to their game and cheer on the Lynx.
Go Lynx.
Is that all we have for basketball?
FuzzJock Radio.
I don't know what's going on anymore. Oh, boy. Whew, that was a lot.
Fuzz question of the week.
Nope, not
Oh,
that
what's
one.
the question, Fuzz?
for some football?
Are you ready for
You got
some
something
football?
to ask us, Fuzzy?
Are you ready for some football? That's the question.
I'm ready,
That's
I guess.
Are you ready for some
That's the
football?
question.
And
Yes.
the Monday Night Football happened, and another thing happened that normally happens in football: an injury.
Bummer.
And I will say I was surprised by this though.
Why
It
is
was a
that?
bad injury, and immediately the announcer said we are not going to replay it.
Oh wow! I'm
I
sure
was
they
happy
showed
to
it
hear that.
live, but
Well, it was mixed up enough because it was like a close play that you couldn't see it live.
Okay.
You had to be like a close up to see it, and they did not show it.
Well,
but
that's
in the
different.
stadium, they did, so you could hear the crowd reacting to seeing the replay in the
Ugh.
stadium.
Wow.
So I was like, man, I'm glad I didn't see it, whatever it is.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, that's good for the NFL to decide not to play that again, because that is not par for course for them.
No.
They don't play.
I was happy they did not.
Golf.
Very happy.
They like to show.
They like to show the injuries.
Yeah.
And they didn't, so that's good. Makes me really
friggin'
happy to hear that.
Progress.
Behavior.
And then were there like 4 or 5?
Two games.
3 games.
Tonight.
2 games tonight. There's normally just
There's
one.
2 games next Monday too.
Why is that?
How many Mondays
know.
are in a Monday?
Aren't they kind of competing against each other?
Yeah, and the thing that's weird too is if they do 2 games on a Monday, they normally do it week 1.
You can't have
Why
Mondays
don't they
fight each other.
Why don't they do
Like
the
what?
Tuesday? Like, remember when they had Tuesday games for a while?
Yeah.
Those are
Did
fun.
that injury one? Yeah.
I
You don't
remember.
need Mondays against Mondays.
No.
You have Mondays against Tuesdays.
Mondays against Tuesdays.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the easy one.
Yeah. That'd be great. That'd be great.
Yeah?
Yeah. Tuesday. Why don't they do Tuesdays?
Why don't they do
Twos.
how many
Speaking of
Mondays
twos,
we
how
got
are the
these
Vikings
days?
doing?
Oh, they are learning math from Detroit.
Oh, nice.
They have now they had an 0-1 record last week,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
and then now they have an 0-2 record this week.
Okay, so they're learning the counting at 0-1,
Because
0-2.
The Lions are like that.
Mm-hmm.
They used to be like that. I think are they better this year? I don't know, but the
The
Vikings
Lions are seeming to be really good this year.
what is their record? I wonder.
But did those teams ever go 0-2 within the span of 7 days?
Good question, because
Because the Vikings sure did.
because the Vikings did, because they had a Sunday game to start off with, and then the next game was a Monday game, so that was
Thursday.
And
they had
Monday.
a Thursday game
4 days.
Yeah.
in 4 days.
In 4 days. We
less
went
than 7.
Yeah,
even
dude.
worse.
In 4 days, they're 0-2, and it's just like, the up?
And we're and now we already had our bye, so we won't be able to have a bye week later in the season to rest any of the players.
Basically, we're 0-3.
So this team
May as well be 0-3. They were
might as
so
well be
bad
just
they
a
lost their
0
bye
and-
week.
How many games are there in football?
17
18.
now.
17.
They could be the first team to go 0-17. No one's done that yet. So
they're
I'll
gonna
go
be
0-16.
fun. I would love that.
They're going to go 0-18 and because they lost their bye
Whoa.
week.
I would love that. And then the LA Rams. Can we just move on from?
They're gonna win
Yeah.
their bye week, but Kirk wasn't sure what down it was.
Yeah, a lot of fumbles, a lot of missed possessions, right? Like that's what I heard. I don't think I actually watched the games.
Slappy.
Oh no, I was falling asleep during the Thursday night game.
Yeah,
That's right. That's right. And it was like 9 o'clock. It was wild. I wasn't that tired.
it was way too late for.
I wasn't
the
really that
football.
wild. No, I mean I wasn't that tired. What?
It was the football that made you
Yeah,
sleepy.
get your football over.
I don't know if
we
I'm
need
saying
afternoon.
that.
We need the afternoon footballs.
What's this about a primetime team?
Ooh, the
Oh
prime
yeah.
times.
Hey, did you guys hear that Mr. Primetime, Deion Sanders, is the coach of a college football team?
I think we talked about that. I think we mentioned something like that on an episode. Did we not, or did I dream that?
I think when he first got the job, we might have. So
Yeah.
he just
Okay.
started this season, his first season as
How
the
is
coach,
he
and he
doing?
took over a team that last year won 1 game and lost 11.
Okay.
Oh, what
So
level
that's-
of
that's the
football
team
is
he
this?
took over.
What is college? Did you say?
Classic rags
College
to
football,
riches
yep.
story,
Okay.
right?
For what college do we know?
Colorado,
Colorado.
one of the you of
Ever heard
Colorado
of it?
UC.
You get really high because of the atmosphere.
Yeah.
there.
I heard
like,
about it.
Yeah,
the-
that's it.
The mountains are high up there.
The
in
home runs
Colorado.
go far.
The elevations, yeah, the elevations. So he's coaching a Colorado college team. Is this like a university or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. What's the application process like?
Yeah, maybe you want to go there.
I don't have answers to that question.
Well,
give me a better question.
Why did we bring this? Why did we bring this up in the first place?
So I bring this up because he coached a team that was 1-11 last year, and in the first 2 weeks he won both games. 2-0, already had doubled their wins.
Better
in the
than
first
the
2
Vikings.
weeks.
Yeah.
And then in the third week, he was playing against the state rival, the other Colorado team, the Colorado Rams.
They're lucky to have two teams.
Yep. And so
one's on one
everyone
side of the
was
street,
like,
the
"Oh,
other's
well,"
on the other side of the street, and both sides say that they're on the wrong side of the street.
Yeah.
Right. Tracks. Sorry, tracks.
Yes.
You're on the wrong side of the tracks, bud.
What?
That's what they say.
There's no tracks in football, though.
No, there isn't. Keep going, Sweet Ups.
That's from track and field.
Oh, sorry. So the coach for the other Colorado team, not Primetime's team, decided to talk some smack about Coach Prime.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone is like, why would you do that? That's going to make him want to defeat you really badly.
And it's Deion Sanders.
It's Deion Sanders. It's
Yeah.
his whole thing. He takes it personally. So anyway, the game started going down, and fourth quarter, I think 5 minutes left. They were down by, I think, 11 points or something like that.
Okay.
Them being Primetime's Colorado team.
Okay.
And so the other team that was talking the smack was like, yeah, we're going to beat the big name team everyone's expecting to win. Ha, ha, ha. Deion's son is the quarterback for his team.
Okay.
I believe. And
nepotism
they
there.
went down and scored twice to get the 11 points in the few minutes they had to tie the game.
Yeah.
Then proceeded to go to overtime, double overtime. And Colorado, the one that Prime runs, won the game in the end with all fantastic, just like you have to dream these plays to happen. Like everything they did was
you'd
like,
have to
whoa, that shouldn't have gone down
like
like that. That was unbelievable.
A really successful
And yeah,
NFL player legend of sorts to like come up with these kind of plays
he
and run them.
coached them
almost.
up for
It's
sure to win that
weird.
game because they should not have, and they came out way on top in the end.
Oh, that's awesome.
So
Well, good.
Yeah, that guy who talks smack's gonna wish he didn't now.
Well, maybe
He probably could have just won otherwise.
Maybe he had bets on the line for the other team.
So, I did want to mention. Speaking of bets,
What?
did you guys hear about the Rams?
No.
The
someone bet
Los
against
Angeles
them
Rams.
or on
What
them.
happened to the Rams? Are they okay?
They kicked. So for 2 weeks in a row, they've kicked meaningless field goals.
What is
One
that?
when they were winning and one when they were losing.
What do you mean by meaningless field goals? What does that mean?
So nothing would have changed in the game by kicking the field goal. Like there's no way they could have mathematically done a process to help them win their whatever.
Okay, so they're just padding some stats. Like, hey,
Kind
yes,
of.
you get an extra kick here.
So the
But-
first one didn't matter because they were winning and the point spread was big enough that it didn't matter. But this one, it put them in the point spread. So even though they lost, people who bet on the other team lost the bet. So people are wondering, did they do it to mess with betting point spreads? Like, were they doing this because of gambling?
No.
So here we go.
No, I mean, why? I mean, you're like, no. A team, even though they're losing, doesn't mean that they're just gonna just give up. You still try to score that point. You still do that field goal, and you still get as many points as you can get because you do it.
Yeah,
like
but what
you're
if
playing the
it's-
game. Like why?
What if it's a stupid field goal? Do you do it anyway?
I mean, what does a stupid
Ooh.
field goal mean? Like, what do you mean
It's
by
like
that?
that was
89
stupid.
yard field goal.
Yeah, like why'd you do that? That was stupid. Like you wouldn't download a car.
Okay, so was this that field goal where it was like 61 yards?
No.
Okay.
No.
No,
But everyone's
I
just
say-
like freaking out about the idea.
I understand that, but my contention is a football team or any other sports team will try to still score points if they're behind. And even if it doesn't matter, quote unquote doesn't matter, it still matters to the team that they didn't lose by 12 points, they lost by 6 points.
But isn't that convenient?
Yeah, well, that
you
sounds like a
I don't
conspiracy theory
know.
that
It
people can
sounds
go
to
with. Yeah, for
me
sure. Especially if you have money on that,
like a
riding on
stupid
that
field goal.
game, and you're betting stupidly.
I think we need to
I don't know.
judge field goals on how stupid they are.
You think so?
And then that can
Yeah.
be how we get points or not.
Maybe that should be the case.
I mean,
okay. So
I've got great ideas for all these.
What do you guys think about this?
I think
I don't think
yesterday.
I mean, I really don't think that he's doing it for the point spread. I think it's just him wanting to kick more field goals, really. Because he did it in the previous game when they were winning by a whole bunch. So why kick a field goal there? You're already up by more than 2 touchdowns. They can't score 2 touchdowns in one possession. But he did it then anyway. So I think he's just into kicking late field goals. That's my opinion.
He just is really passionate about field goals. That's your take?
Yeah.
And
that's my take on it.
They have to calm him down all the time when it's not time to do a field goal, and he just was persistent this time around. And they're like, okay, you can kick a field. Go do your thing. He loves field goals.
I have a feeling all the people who've written these articles being mad at him probably bet on the game and had the other team.
Yeah.
And the points spread on their fucking bet card or whatever. So
I think, did anyone ask?
I mean,
if that's why he did it.
Yeah, that's
a good question. I don't know that.
That's what you have to do.
So everyone writing these articles maybe should try to get an interview.
Yeah. That's the real questions.
You know? I don't know.
Did anybody ask him?
I don't know. I think it's all a bunch of hooey.
Yeah.
Well,
unless he is, then it's bad.
I think people are just have ruffled feathers because they lost money on a bet that they probably shouldn't.
I'm right there with you.
This is why you don't have betting sports, right? This is why that they have had those laws for such a long time.
You just end up with stupid field goals.
My thing too is if you're gonna even have betting sports, just have win or lose. Why have all this other shit to it? That creates too much chaos.
So this brings up another aspect of the game where am I going with this?
Not to the bookie.
No, I'm never gonna bet on sports. So people are losing their money from things that they have no control over.
Mm-hmm.
And what do when they start losing their money? They start getting very angry, especially since they don't have control over things. So they're going to try to control something. And what do? They start lashing out to these players that are just playing the game on social media. And one of the Vikings players had to just recently had a huge backlash on social media for playing poorly or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's
racist language.
And just really, really bad stuff.
Yeah.
And nobody, no matter what level of media attention that the person's on, deserves to be called racist names and deserve to go through all the shit that he went through this last week.
For sure.
Even if you're losing money on a stupid bet that you're betting on that you shouldn't have fucking bet your house on that fucking stupid play.
Yeah, and I'm sure a lot of it's not even like I'm imagining it even pettier than that, and just people like being pissed about their fantasy leagues,
100%.
So it's just like people personalize that so much in such a negative way.
People are losing money in fantasy league too, and they're just betting.
People suck at losing.
Bad. It's horrible, and they need to.
People need to learn how to lose better.
Learn some sportsmanship.
Yeah. Lose more.
Yeah.
Privileged ass.
Yeah.
You fucking suck at failure.
See how the Vikings are at the end of the season when they're 0-18.
Yeah.
And they're still smiling because there's still more to life than a game.
Yeah, then you come talk to me.
Yeah, right?
Oh,
man, I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
Ugh.
Oh, football.
Yes. So,
Should we move on to other sports?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Let's put a pin in it. Oh, nope.
All right, yeah.
I don't want to put a pin in that because I don't want to come back to it. You guys ready to go to
I think you got
sports?
pinned already.
I'd love to. Ping pong, for sure.
Is pickleball skiing?
What is the highest level of car racing called?
Curling.
Other sports? Acro yoga?
Agro yoga?
Acro, like acrobatic.
It is a fusion of tennis, ping pong, and badminton.
What sport starts with a tip-off?
Basketball.
Nope, incorrect. Other sports. Other sports.
It's a very social game.
Fight each other to the death.
Like NFTs or something.
You have to hit the ball.
Other sports topics.
So are there multiple major leagues?
I went to a soccer game in Dallas, in Paris, in California, in England.
Go up to a soccer game and be in the supporters section.
Teach them how to play pickleball.
Why not?
Free lessons when I come up.
How many clubs can a golfer have in their bag?
Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods. Might as well tune out now because I don't have another sports button yet. Nope, I don't. Taylor Swift is in the news in sports.
She's so lovely.
Taylor Swift.
She's another sport that is like Taylor Swift should be a sport.
Yeah.
Right? Because like that lady like does things that people are like, how the hell did she just do that? Like,
you
like
go watch it and listen to it.
she has like 5 or 6 albums, right?
Yeah.
And she performs all 5 or 6 albums.
She gets awards
in one night on stage. I hear.
Yeah.
You know, that's a sport. To be able to sing all those songs in one night at the level that she does them in.
Athletic.
It's fucking...
And she's got great attitude. She's a great sport about it.
She's not just sitting there while she's singing either. She's dancing.
Yeah.
She's putting on the moves.
Yeah.
For the people.
A performance
Speaking of
art
putting on
at
the
multiple
moves.
levels.
Putting on the moves. What's somebody putting
There's
on the moves?
rumors that
Taylor?
she's putting on the moves Travis Kelce, Mr. Football tight end man.
Oh, she's putting some sights on a football player, huh?
It was Travis
I
Kelce.
guess they've been hanging out a bunch, so
Oh, there
expect
you
some
go.
Taylor Swift songs about football.
Maybe that will happen. And good luck. Good luck to Taylor
Good
Swift.
luck, Taylor
and-
Swift.
Yeah. Yeah, we love
Keep
you.
it up.
I don't listen to any of I don't you know, there's been I was just going to say I don't ever listen to any of her songs, but there's been times where I'm listening to her song without knowing that it's her song.
Yeah, it's the one about Starbucks.
I respect the crap out
lovers.
of her. She's
Yeah,
amazing.
she is. I'm not saying that I don't respect her. I'm just saying that I don't
Yeah,
realize
no,
that I'm
I'm-
singing her song when I'm singing her song,
Yeah.
you know? Because it's just like that's what I'm saying. Is she's so like prolific in the in everywhere that her songs are just in your head without even knowing that it's her song, you know?
That's
okay.
another sport.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, just doing that's a sport.
WWE
This is a wrestler.
news. We got some
I mean,
WWE.
it doesn't have to be centered on that.
or is it AEW?
It doesn't
news?
have to be centered on
It can,
that.
it can be
It's
one
just-
or the other, I suppose. But it's a good news for one of them and bad news for the other.
No, it doesn't have to be
All right.
good or bad.
Why?
Why are you
It's
so
just news.
binary?
Okay, so let's be
This is good news for the person.
let's be quantum here. It's big
Yeah,
good
there we
news
go.
for Jade. She's taking home the bag, if you will. Right? That's the catchphrase that the kids say.
Securing
She's-
the bag.
She's taking home the bag, opening it up, and it's full of money. Is what the kids say. Right? AEW.
She's a female wrestler from AEW.
Yes, Jade Cargill.
Had a TBS TV championship run for like an undefeated run of over 50, almost 60 bouts.
Over
And
50 for sure, yeah.
Here's the thing is that I watching her performance in the ring and everything else, I thought she was like an experienced, not so green of a wrestler as I'm understanding. She actually just started with AEW.
Okay, so Jade Cargill is a wrestler that Tony Khan found. She used to be a basketball player.
Oh,
is that correct?
That's a sport.
C-dubs?
Yeah, she's an athlete.
She played in the WNBA for a little bit, did she not?
I think so, yeah. She's the non wrestling athlete previous to being a wrestler. Like that was a new thing to her. Was this world of performance?
What did you just say?
athletics.
Non-wrestling athlete?
Well, like there are a lot of athletes who wrestle, like amateur wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
But she never did anything like that.
No,
before
didn't
that.
even do wrestling.
No, she was a basketball player.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right?
But I think she also
not
played
wrestling?
other things too, like track. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
She played track.
She played track, and she is a wrestler. Or no. Oh, now you're confusing me.
Sorry.
Jade Cargill, before AEW, was a basketball player
Who played track.
who played track every once in a while, right?
Yeah. When she felt like it.
That didn't wrestle. Is that what we're saying? Is that
She wrestled.
Are we clear?
All
who
she
Jade
wrestled
is?
with was her
Before
emotions.
AEW,
time
she
to time.
maybe wrestled with her emotions from time to time, especially if she lost a basketball game. But she also played track. Okay, we're clear, right? Okay, so
Yes.
And
audience,
then she started wrestling.
So Tony Khan, the owner of AEW, noticed Jade and said, "Hey, you are a basketball player and a track player. You should also be a wrestling player." Is that how
Why
it
don't you
went?
track a ball around the wrestling ring?
Is that
he
how
said.
it went, C-Dubs?
Yeah, he saw the dollar signs in her eye, or just in her from the outside.
He saw a look. He saw her look. He
got dollar signs in his
He saw
eyes.
dollar signs in his eyes, and so then he called her. He must have named her Jade for the green, right? Green money, and she came in.
Their origin.
Came into AEW as an amazing athlete.
And she did it.
And she did it. She
awesome.
won the TBS championship like right away as soon as she started wrestling, and then had a streak go for 50 or 60 matches.
Yeah.
Where she didn't lose one match. And then she ended up losing her last match to
Chris
Statlander, and lost the TBS title to Statlander after having a streak of like 50 or 60 wins.
Yeah.
Right? That's Jade.
Yes, that's Jade's story.
Yeah.
And now, so after she lost the belt to Chris Statlander, she came back after about a month or so and challenged her again.
I don't know what
Jade
happens.
challenged Chris, and
I
then
didn't see that episode yet.
and then she lost.
Maybe. Who knows? I haven't seen it yet.
Well, the thing is that she's leaving AEW.
Maybe with the belt.
No,
I got to finish the episode.
Sorry, I'm spoiling it. Close your ears, James.
I can't. I'm wearing headphones.
Well, what happens when she just shows up on WWE?
Directly to your voice.
And you're like, well, oh man. So she got a contract.
A good one.
Yeah, it sounds like she's going to NXT.
NXT is WWE's developmental program.
Yeah,
is that correct?
Yes. Yep.
So she signed she signed to WWE.
The big bad.
The big bad. Jade signed to WWE, and so she's leaving. And what James was referring to earlier is that he wasn't sure that he thought that she was a bit more of a powerhouse, or more.
She seemed like a powerhouse.
Well,
I
she
mean,
was a
she
powerhouse.
was very much
she was
marketed that way,
she
right?
Was, yeah, she was. That she had more experience under her belt since she came off as such a powerhouse. She seemed like she wasn't new to the whole wrestling scene, and that she was just a basketball player / track athlete. So what I'm worried about for Jade, and hopefully they do her right. We haven't seen that happen with other AEW wrestlers yet, where they just are like, yeah, we saw what you're doing in AEW and we'd like to make it even bigger. We've seen that kind of them doing the opposite, where they've kind of squashed people like Cody Rhodes, right? I hope they don't do that to Jade. Something that I'm like, I hope for the best for her. I just worry that with that AEW was her only pro wrestling experience. She wasn't in the indies, she's never tried to get into WWE. She's never had the trials and tribulations of not knowing what her next gig is, like a lot of all these other wrestlers have, and also know the actual behind the scenes of who WWE is, like a lot of these other wrestlers that are in AEW have. I just hopefully she has good agents, or if she's herself is the agent, that they get a good deal for her and they don't squash her, and that her greenness doesn't, hinder her progression, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
I hope they take care of her.
Yeah. I hope so too.
She
deserves it.
An awesome performer, and it's good to see her succeeding.
Yeah, she grabbed the bag and took it home and opened it up, and there's a lot of money. Yeah. Is what the kids say.
Yeah.
Are we ready for fuzzy memory trivia?
Not at all.
No?
I'm ready for the trivia.
Who does it?
You should be ready because it's currently 2-0. The number 2 is a reoccurring theme tonight.
Yeah, it's better than the Vikings.
It's episode 2. C-Dubs is 0-2 like the Vikings. And C-Dubs, you're just like the Vikings. Did you know that? Isn't that nice? Do you like that?
No, that's not nice.
They did it quicker, though.
What does that mean for me to say that?
Why would you say that to C-Dubs?
I'm sorry.
Just rubbing it in.
Man.
Jeez.
So our intern showed up late. I'm sorry.
Is that Andy from Andover?
No, it's not. We need to get Andy and Andover on one of these nights. We need to have them as a guest, a Hest here soon again. Oh, by the way. If you are looking forward to
things in your life,
forward to.
How is it? Is it nice? Must be nice.
If you're looking forward to us having Hests again on FuzzJockRadio, because we didn't have any Hests last season, we haven't had any Hests.
We didn't? Not once? I feel like we might have had a few specials. It's possible. People show up all the time, zip in and out.
We don't stand by any of the statements we ever make.
Okay. Well, I don't.
Except for our stock advice.
Except for the fact that we're going to have special Hests.
So, yeah, what I'm trying to say is that we're going to have some Hests coming up, and one of them will be Andy and Andover.
Oh, great.
So be ready.
I'm looking forward to it.
And then also, if you want to support FuzzJock or Fuzz Talk Radio, go to fuzztalkshop.com. I already threw that out there, but we're going to have 2 ads for Fuzz Talk Shop tonight. So, there you go. What I was trying to say is that the intern was late, and I had to, I don't know if you noticed, but I was kind of spacing it up a little bit there, just making sure that, I was trying to get the questions for Fuzzy Memory Trivia.
What?
Yeah, what do you call it when you ad lib?
Are you talking about?
What do you call it when you ad lib C-Dubs?
Improv?
Improv. I was doing some improv there. Do you guys know that? Did you know I was doing some improv while I was waiting for the intern to give me some
I was going to say the
questions?
ramblings of a madman, but...
no, I'm not mad yet.
I'll get you there. Calling
we do have an intern, so this is good. It's better than a producer when they're here on time. And we'll introduce the intern over time. They just need to get through the probationary period first.
Yeah.
And they're not doing that well right now. I'm sorry to say. I'm looking at them. By the way, should we start transitioning into a video podcast?
Yeah.
No.
No, I don't think so. Really? I
just want the transitioning part.
Oh yeah, transitioning.
Can we do that without actually doing a video podcast?
We should turn into an all text podcast. Those old adventures.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Would you be reading the text, or would you be listening to the text? Because they have audio
reading
books.
the text and interacting with it.
Would it be like an audiobook?
It would just be a chat room with us.
Or would it be just the...
Ooh, there you go.
And then the sound of us typing.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Morse code. We should have a Morse code podcast.
We're gonna have a making of video podcast about it.
Okay, we are James is 2 and C-Dubs is 0 and C-Dubs is 0 and James is 2. Okay, you guys got that?
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Believe it.
Okay. What? Oh man. 10 more. I need they just gave me Which country hosted the first Olympics? Winter Olympics. The first Winter Olympics. Then for a bonus point, in what year? Or vice versa. What year was the first Winter Olympics and where was it held? There's 2 points on the line.
Siberia.
Incorrect.
1957.
Incorrect. 1924 in France.
Yeah.
Question. In baseball, what does ERA stand for?
Earned run average.
C-Dubs, 1 point.
Earned run average.
You might want to go a little bit quicker there, James.
I'll try.
Who is known as the queen of gymnastics?
Simone Biles.
Oh, C-Dubs, 2 points. Which swimmer broke 7 world records in 1972 Olympics?
Michael Phelps.
Incorrect.
No, he did.
Flipper.
Look it up again.
Mark Spitz.
No, they spelled his name wrong.
How many minutes in a standard rugby match divided into? How many minutes is a standard rugby match divided into?
30. And it's divided into 4.
Incorrect.
It's 20 divided by 4.
80, 2 halves of 40 minutes each. What is the maximum number of clubs that can be used in a golf bag during official play?
Tiger Woods.
25.
14. In which sport would you use a puck?
Hockey.
Oh, that is... Oh, I need a sounder for this, blind refs. Like a tie. So each of you got a point there. 3-3. Yeah. Which tennis player is famous for his tweener shot played between the legs?
MJF.
Andre Agassi.
Roger Federer. How many points is a touchdown worth in American football?
6.
Oh, tie! Who was... Let me one more.
It was me.
Who is known as a Brazilian bombshell in the world of professional skateboarding?
Mike Maldonado.
Incorrect. James? What? Bob Burnquist. And that was...
Oh, wait. How does this song go again?
Memories. Wow, guys.
Trivia.
So you didn't stay at 2 points. We have now 4-4 tied up. Fuzzy memory trivia. Good job, guys.
Written down.
That was great.
Good.
It is written down in the book.
down.
I am closing now because we are now done with the end of the episode. I can't talk. I lost it.
Well, we can type, so look forward to that.
Yep.
In our next project,
Typing podcasts.
the video.
The video.
And then we'll
transitions.
even release them on paperback.
I like that idea. So we usually end the episodes with how are we? No, actually,
How are we doing?
Did you guys have anything else you wanted to bring up or talk about before we move on to how was our the end of our week?
The last chance.
Yeah, it's our last chance. So we need that sounder, guys. Blind Raps, the last chance for anything else. Anything else, guys? You want to bring up? No.
Last chance.
I already closed the book on mine. Okay.
How's
How's your week looking, James? What do you got going on?
It's looking schmoopy.
Schmoopy. Okay. Yeah, and you want to add to that, or do you want to move on to C-Dubs? You transition over to C-Dubs when you're done.
I'm gonna get some ice cream.
Okay.
I think. I think.
What kind?
I don't know.
Do you have a favorite ice cream?
I do. It's chocolate marshmallow, but you can never find it anymore.
Not Rocky Road, but chocolate marshmallow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that should get Rocky Road, but I'd rather just have chocolate marshmallow, but I can't find that anymore. It's all unfortunate. Anyway, C-Dubs.
Getting ready for the postseason. So,
of
so
what?
are we doing?
postseason
the
of
baseball. For the
that's
Dodgers
right,
and work my job.
Dodgers Twins World Series.
Lots of
Let's do it.
paraphernalia out there, huh?
Yep.
Like
All right, Fuzz. What about your week?
lots of paraphernalia. No, apparel. Like you got to put up a lot
Well,
of. Like,
I mean, it's stuff too.
Can you get comp tickets?
Can you give me one?
Yes, I can. I can get tickets to games.
Yeah, Twins
Hook it
Dodgers
up.
World Series. We're going out there
Hook it
Fuzzy, for a
up.
game.
Do it.
Yeah. Hook it up, C-dubs. What am I going to
week,
do this next
Buzz?
week?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I'm going to figure
Fuzzy.
out. What?
What are you gonna do?
What am I going to do? What am I?
I'm wondering.
What am I going to do?
I'm so wondering.
I'll tell you what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to watch any sports.
FuzzJock Radio.
The nerves is where it's at.